So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Before we go any further, we're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, whom the word ignorantly know is God. Jehovah and Yahweh. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, our King, Lord, and Savior, whom the word ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem, Chodash is in the name of the Holy Spirit, the inspiration given to us to edify only those that be given the ears to hear. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the believers out there that subscribe and listen to this truth wholehearted through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. To you we say Shalom. I got with me today,
I'm the brother Ana.
and I'm the brother Tazamak, and we just coming at you with another Lord willing, edifying lunchtime live lesson through the spirit, something quick and to the point. As you see, I've entitled slavery indeed is biblical. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So I want to get this clip that I was watching yesterday as I was searching YouTube, and just pretty much is kind of randomly came across my timeline was this video the brother's about to play. So listen up, and Lord, will you be edified as we watch this quick clip and go into the scriptures.
You're come, fair use, fair use. Okay, say MAGA pastor says, bring back slavery. My very black response from Theo E.J. Wilson. So fair use purposes only.
The institution of slavery is not inherently evil. I know. Some of you guys are upset by that. Some of you guys are saying, I've been saying that for years. Okay, I'll take it a step further. It is not inherently evil to own another human being.
Man, if you don't shut your 70s porn mustache having ass up looking like Jim Carrey from Me, Myself, and Irene. Do you know who this dude is? Besides being a certified mark-ass buster, he's also Pete Hegseth's pastor. And then there's this MAGA man of God, Joel Webbin.
Because here's the deal. So with slavery, the richest black people on God's green earth are African Americans. If slavery never happened, then you would be in a grass hut. Yeah. All right, well, we need reparations. Your reparations are that you get to live in America. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You get to have the Christian religion,
That's
live
right.
better than your ancestors.
The greatest moment in history for any brown or black country is the moment that the white man's ships arrive on your shore.
See, you the type
Now
of
stop.
bastard to get caught with child
So
porn,
you heard
like,
it, here you hear it, the mindset of these devils is that, they saved us pretty much.
Yep.
They saved the so-called Negroes, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially dealing with the Southern Kingdom, all right, which came over here on cargo slave ships, as it was prophesied in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. It's a lot that was said in a little bit right there, but mainly what we can see is that the mindset of these Edomites, these proud devils, is that slavery was a good thing. Slavery was which it was for them, but they're looking at it like it was for our benefit. It benefited us, for them beating us, whipping us, torturing us,
lynching us,
separating us from our households. That was a good thing, and if they hadn't have done that, we wouldn't be shit.
Yeah, we'd be uncivilized.
But what did the Lord say about these devils? That if you'll get that in Job, because they've really reached the end of their triumphing. It says the triumphing, the joy of the hypocrite and the triumphing of the wicked, right? they've reached the end. And that Christian pastor who goes by the name of Joshua Haynes, he's a part of that Christian denomination that Pete Hegseth, if you don't know who Pete Hegseth is, that's the Secretary of War, right? The United States Secretary of War. He's a part of that denomination of plantation Christianity, and they actually support the idea of slavery, which slavery indeed is biblical, you know, but their idea of who slavery really was for is misconstrued. See, slavery was never really meant for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You were supposed to always be on top, and all these other nations were supposed to be in subjection unto you. But we're gonna go in the scriptures and we're gonna get those things. But right now, brother, get what we got loaded.
Yeah, this is Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right. So this time of triumphing, which Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, is enjoying, is a short time. See, this time is not going to be remembered. When our time of rulership comes, like the scriptures say, he shall be as a dream. You know, this is not even going to be remembered, his time of rule. And he's going to go into captivity hardcore. That's going to be the reparations. Because the Lord is all about payback. He's all about an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Just not in this time. His judgment is in a laid out time to come to pass.
Yeah, it's not expedient right now.
It's not expedient right now. The water, brother. You know, if you'll read what's that, verse 22?
Yeah,
where you at?
Job 20.
That was Job 20 and 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Was it more on there?
That was the point. I want to jump down.
Yeah.
In the fullness of the sufficiency.
Yep.
So Job, jumping out of verse 22, Job 20:22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits. Every hand of the wicked should come upon him.
Yep. Go ahead.
When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High should cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Right. And the fury of the wrath of the Most High coming down upon Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, means he's going to go into slavery. He's going to have to pay double for what he did unto the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? So yes, slavery is biblical, but the part of the picture that they're missing is that they're going to go into slavery for enslaving us. And that's going to be the righteous order, because the Lord said when Jacob and Esau was born, that the elder, which is Esau, Edom, shall serve the younger. And you're serving us now. That's the funny thing about it. Like, we are in slavery under you because of our disobedience to Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, and Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi is using you to teach us a lesson. And you see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a psychological war, right? But it's a spiritual war, because this brings us and restores us to the order of how the Lord intended us to live and govern earth, and why it was so important for us to maintain that order. When you allow a man of lawlessness to rule in the earth, this is the result that you get. This is what the Lord is saying. See what happened when you don't keep my laws, statutes, and commandments. See what happened when I allow these other nations who I did not choose to be a righteous people, who I did not choose to live with wisdom. See what happens to the earth. You know?
Yeah.
So in the same sense as we are serving him, he's really serving us.
Yeah. A lesson.
It's a lesson.
It's like a crash course.
Yep.
Because our captivity it's not forever.
Nope.
Right? He said, can I grab it?
Yep. It's a chastening. It's a time of chastening. The Lord is chastising us.
Yeah, I'm finished this first.
You got it.
It said, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
That's it. It's talking about the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And we are going to be the Lord's weapons that he's going to lay on Esau Edom. We're going to be those hands of the Most High's instruments of war. We're going to be his instruments of war that he's going to lay on Esau Edom.
Yep.
What's that? Ezekiel
25,
right? We're going to save it because
he brought it up.
Yeah, I want to go back to the clip, you know. That's why I wanted to cut it in half.
Oh, okay.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm just bringing this up real quick.
Come.
This is Lamentations, chapter 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, be glad. Go ahead.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Yep.
The cup also.
So, like I was saying, they in their right mind. You see, they in that spirit of mirth. They, you know, they happy about the results that they got from enslaving us. And they looking really in their mind to put us back in slavery, but instead of that form of slavery, they want Jake to be in the digital form. They want you to be digital slaves to them, where now they have advanced far past whipping you or making you subject unto payments, right? They can just completely control you altogether and dictate how much you can make and how far you can go in society. You know, how much substance you can have, what living conditions you will be able to obtain. That microchip is going to be his ultimate form of slavery over Jake, but he's still not going to win with that.
No. It said, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. And that cup is the indignation of the Lord, which pretty much going to slavery judgment. You know, so you too must drink of that cup.
That's it.
So 22, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion,
which is another name for Israel.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right. So this is the end. This is the fullness of his sufficiency. This is the full accomplishment of our iniquity. As Esau Edom has reached and obtained the fatness of the earth, he has reached the height of his glory and dominion in the earth, and he has nowhere else to go from here but down.
But down, that's it. Only
down. Down is the only place he can go. Down. He's you know, he's explored, you know, certain heights in the heavens. You know, he's explored certain depths of the sea. You know, he's set his dwelling upon all four corners of the earth. The fatness of the earth.
He's blessed.
Yep.
So he said he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
And how did he obtain that dominion? By the means of the sword.
He would discover thy sins.
Yep. And those things now have been discovered and revealed by the mouth of the prophets, beginning here at Great Millstone. You know, we are pulling up the skirt. You know, you got it, bro.
Yep. So back in this video from Fair Use.
Yep. So we're gonna pick it back up and see what Jake got to say.
Yeah,
and this is just an average Jake in the world. You know, just speaking his mind on what these Edomites have to say concerning bringing back slavery. Go ahead.
For any brown or black country is the moment that the white man's ships arrive on your shore.
See, you the type of pastor to get caught with child porn, looking like Stan's dad from South Park. See, this is the problem with folks like this. They know of black people, but you don't know black people. And if you know any black people, it must be them Turning Point USA user-friendly kind of Negroes. Talking about we was blessed when you showed up. Oh yeah, we certainly were. So blessed to get your rat-trapped, smallpox-infested, lice-ridden ships on our shore. Our reparations is living in America? That's like saying that a woman should be happy because she's beaten, raped, and abused by a rich guy. Talking about, well, it's better off than was in Africa. Fool, That's like you telling that lady it's better off than you were at your mother's house, knowing that you burnt the mother's house to the ground and then looted it and then talking about, look at all you got here. Let me tell you something. I went to Africa earlier this year and there are still people living in huts. And they happier than we are because they don't got to deal with you. And speaking of Africa, why did this master race that you're a part of go all the way to Africa to steal people to get out of the work of building your own empire? You're gonna call us lazy. If you put us back in slavery, you gotta let that lazy argument go. Enslaving black folks was the greatest vote of confidence in our abilities because you believed in our ability to build this more than yours. If you listen to the rest of that interview, dude is a quote race realist.
They really knew who we were, you know. Going back to Cristobal Colon, right, which people today call Christopher Columbus. His real name was Cristobal Colon. You know, he had Hebrew interpreters, right? And he knew, they knew that God's people were the so-called Native Americans and blacks and Hispanics. They knew this, you know? They knew this. And with that being said, give me Jeremiah. Is it Jeremiah 51:19? Or is it Jeremiah 50 where it say Jacob is the former, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. Because just speaking on this guy's point on, you know, why did they have to come and get us to build their empire? Because we are the innovators, the builders. We are the former of all things. We made the earth, you know, beginning with the elect, beginning with Yahushua and the elect, we made the earth. So it's only right that we understand how the earth works, you know, how to cultivate the land, how to build reasonable dwelling places and have comfortable living conditions, make things what's the word, more economically sound, for lack of better words, because we had a better economic system. And when I'm saying us, I'm also referring to the so-called natives, you know, the so-called Native American Indians. They had better economic systems before you Edomites came over here and stole the land, raped, robbed, and murdered them. They had better hygiene, you know. They had better welfare systems, storage houses, all of that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 19.
Con.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right. The rod of Yahweh Bashim Hawashi's inheritance is Israel. Okay. So a rod is what you establish order with. That's an instrument of ruling and order. That's what he made Israel for. An instrument to rule, an instrument to rule the earth with. You know?
It said the Lord of hosts is his name.
That's it. That's it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, I'll go back to the video.
That it's not a social construct. Race is a hard biological fact, and black folks are just inferior. And I'm like, really? Cool. Why all the sabotage then? Like, if we were naturally inferior, you could give us the very best conditions and we would not succeed. But you don't have to pass laws to stop monkeys from breeding, because they can't. You don't have to lynch dogs out of economically competing with you, because they can't. The people who invented white supremacy knew it was a lie. Violence was the only thing you were actually superior at. And that violence is why you relapsing into this open-faced white supremacy now.
You're right. Violence is the only thing they're superior at. And that's why the Lord says, you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. All right? Because that's what you were created for, to be violent, to destroy, rape, rob, and murder. You are the son of perdition, which means destruction. You know?
I got a quick
You don't know how to build. All you know how to do is destroy.
Yeah, that's it.
You got it, bro.
Yep. This is Psalm 73, a psalm Asaph. Really you start at 1, but I'm gonna start, this verse 6. It said, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment.
Yep.
You know, from head to toe, this all this devil knows, violence, man.
Yep. That's just like if you seen somebody walking with army fatigue and boots on, you know that's a soldier.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, that's how distinctive Esau Edom is identified with the wicked by his ways. His ways identify him. You say you wear violence as a garment, you know, and nobody has did more atrocities and committed more genocide in the earth than the so-called self-proclaimed white man. That's how we know who you are.
Yep. I got another one.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon.
And red represents Esau Edom.
Yep.
You know, hairy all over like a red garment is how he came out of the womb. You know, and red is ultimately like a mark, a physical mark that the Lord put on Esau Edom. You know, just like Cain had a physical mark, you know. So when people saw him, they knew, oh yeah, it's something not right about this man.
Yeah.
And that's really leprosy.
Yeah.
Is your blood showing forth through your skin. You got it, bro.
Then it said Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
That's his MO. That's what his power is consist of. To rule by the sword and take peace from the earth.
Yep. Because look how he living now. Here it is. They just signed a peace treaty. But the Capitals, they went back on it.
Yeah.
They're already blowing shit up, sending strikes.
They can't do it. The peace in Amalek or peace in Edom don't go in the same sense. It don't go together.
It's oil and water.
Yeah, it's not going to mix. And the ultimate way to rid peace out of earth is to rid Jerusalem. Jerusalem being a people before it's a place. What does Jerusalem mean? City or place of peace.
That's it.
So peace is in the household of Israel. The God's house, Israel, is where peace resides. Meaning how to create peaceful living conditions and environments on the earth. The knowledge of that comes through Israel, right? Through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, through Israel.
Yep, I'm finish it off.
Or from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai through Israel. Salak, you got it, bro.
It said, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Going back to Isaac.
It said there was war and slaughter everywhere.
It was war and slaughter everywhere.
That's in the NLT.
So when you go back and you study history, the pioneer of Esau Edom's ruling in the earth by the sword was Alexander the Great, so-called great. You know, he was the first man known for conquering and obtaining great territory, for lack of better words, by the means of the sword.
The sword. That's it. Look at the Roman Empire.
Yep.
With the sword.
With the sword.
This empire now, America, it's the sword.
Yep.
Without it, he ain't shit.
Yep. And it's the same people coming back. You know, Alexander is the same spirit Esau Edom is walking around in today. He has the same spirit. You know, it's right back here today. The Roman Empire, right back here today. You got it, bro.
So back in this video, field use purposes only.
This is why we call Trump Nero. Nero Trump. You got it, bro.
Jay English broke this down to me. White supremacists are like a hit artist that is falling off and they're looking for why they were great. We got to get back on top because we're losing it. So what did we do before? Oh,
exactly.
We had slavery. We had Jim Crow apartheid, but you'll never get it back. You see, they know they're losing the demographic war that they set up. And then they know that globally speaking, the whole West is falling off. BRICS is about to surround them and they can't defeat China and Russia militarily. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So flags at half staff, buddy.
And that's another example, real quick. And this is another example of the Spirit of the Lord being poured out upon all flesh. You know, because he's exactly 100% correct. They know that they are falling off. You know, and this whole campaign about making America great again, deep down, they want to bring back that dominant slave white supremacy rule. You know, that dominant white supremacy slave driving rule. But it's not gonna happen. The next supremacy is gonna be Israelite supremacy in the earth. Well, not just Esau Edom, although he will be the primary servant, the primary slave. All these nations are gonna go into slavery under us. You know, it's just Esau Edom is gonna be public enemy number one. You got it, bro.
Beautiful point.
Do you really want to play with slavery, man? Like, that is a crime akin to genocide. Do you think you're more determined to put us in chains than we are to stay out of chains? You understand what slavery actually is? I think it's all mint juleps and southern hospitality and Negroes singing in fields. No, slavery was cannibalism. It was turning our skin into shoes. It was cutting off our hair and stuffing couches with it. It was literally raping us until we had new skin colors. It was you boiling us in vats of sugar to punish us for insurrection. Slavery didn't last so long because of our cowardice. It lasted so long because of your subhuman, inhumane cruelty. All that, and we still resisted. Like, do you realize how many slave masters we actually poisoned? Do you realize that insurance companies in Europe were formed just to protect ships from slave revolts? Do you realize that Nat Turner and Haiti and Jamaica were not rare? Slavery always been dangerous. Thomas Jefferson even said it. He said, listen, slavery is like holding a wolf by the ears. You cannot hold on and you scarcely can let him go. Harming us is dangerous. And this was before we had the Second Amendment and was knocking y'all bigots out, sending y'all on jet two holidays left and right.
That's the prophecy too that says, curse them that curse thee and bless them that bless thee. You know, because the scriptures do support slavery, but it also says that there's a way that you govern and there's a way that you treat your slaves.
Yeah. And
the scriptures accuses Esau Edom of going too far. They say when our iniquities, you help forward the affliction, you went beyond the affliction, you know, and now, cause you kept us enslaved for what, 400 years plus. You separated us from our families, you know. You fed our babies, and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
You're still doing it.
Look at ICE.
Yeah, look at ICE, right? And the concept that this Jake is missing is that he no longer desires to put you in physical chains no more. You know, that's not, you see, he's not going to see the angle because he's not in tune with the spirit of understanding the new form of capitalism, not capitalism, of servitude and slavery is going to be that chip. That's why when you go into the Kai-Sai stigma, Salakia, yep. It deals with a badge of servitude.
Yep. Kawagma, going to recognition of ownership.
Recognition of ownership. Yep. So that's going to be that digital device that they put in you, which is symbolic of that that ore, what they call it,
digital ore.
In ancient times, if you were a slave who wanted to remain a slave, you know, you would get that that badge, that ore. Yep. You know, if I'm saying it right, I think it's an ore.
Yeah, you saying it right.
And that would be a sign that you were a permanent possession of that slave owner.
Yeah, you love your master.
You love, you wanted to remain a slave.
Yeah.
Yep. You can. That was it. Matter of fact, he did have a little bit more. He had a little bit more. Yep. Because we're gonna get Ezekiel 25. Yep.
Slavery and racism while the world is moving on. You got cities that look like the Jetsons in Asia right now. Talking about Africa, Rwanda got flying cars and Ben had drone delivery service, and the American dream lives well all over the world but here. Well, since you bigots are into the Bible, I got a little scripture for you. Ezekiel 25:17. You know what it is?
I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Yep. Yep. So this is what he was reading, but we're going to start at verse 13. This is Ezekiel 25:13. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know?
Damn.
Jumping down to what he was reading, verse 17, Ezekiel 25:17, and I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. So slavery is coming back. It's coming back in a major way. It's coming back in a way that it has never been on earth before, because this slavery is going to be totally and completely righteous. You know, we're not going to motherfuck. We're not going to backbreed, buck break.
Nah.
You know, we ain't gonna do no abominable things. We're just gonna lay straight up righteous wrath down on y'all asses, man. Give me Jeremiah 30:16, Bob Kushai. Come.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore all they that devour thee should be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, should go into captivity.
See, every one of them. So this is the ultimate way slavery is coming back like it's never been before, because there's never been one nation on the earth that had all you see, that dominated and had all the nations serving them. It's never been a kingdom on earth where all the nations on the earth were serving, you know, and serving them under one rule. That rule is going to be it's going to be a theocracy. Look up the word theocracy. See, that's what's coming back, man. It's going to be one rule under Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Yep.
Theocracy, a system of government in which priests rule in the name of the Most High, or a God, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
And we are that nation of kings and priests that's going to rule the entire earth.
Yeah.
Not going to be no democracy. It's going to be theocracy.
As Isaiah 2, Micah 4. Out of Zion should go forth the law.
Yep. Revelation 2, what's that, 2:25 and 26. You know, rule them with a rod of iron.
Yep. They say every last one of them. So all the enemies of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, they're going to be in subjection underneath us. Right? Every last one of them. Psalms, the 83rd chapter, they give you the list of our enemies. So not only the so-called white man going to captivity, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Africans, the so-called Arabs, the so-called East Indians, all the heathens under the sun going to captivity.
That's right.
And I'm reading it, Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore all they that devour thee should be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them should go into captivity, and they that spoil thee should be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Payback. Hey, this is Psalms 149. You had something else?
This is came to mind.
Go ahead.
This Psalms 47:2. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. He should he should subdue the people under us and the nations under our feet.
Yep.
He should choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob whom he loved. You got it.
So it's showing you that the Lord, he's going to do all of this for us, you know, and we in the process of that happening now. So I'll go ahead and close it out with this last precept before mine overheating go out. It's Psalms 147 starting at the top. So like Psalms 149 starting at the top. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praise unto him with the timbrel and harp. And what we ultimately are going to be praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for in this time is for deliverance and for dominion. You know, for delivering us out of the hand of our enemies and placing them under our feet and giving us the dominion to rule over the earth in righteousness. This is what we're going to be praising the Lord for, you know, because just as much as salvation is victory over death, all right, well, Esau Edom, he is as death. So we're going to triumph over him, and it's going to be for a long time. It's going to be forever, because the only we actually not going to stop triumphing over him. We just going to through the authority of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we're just going to completely eradicate him out of the earth.
That's it.
You know, we're gonna rule over him till he don't exist no more.
Obadiah.
Yep. So yeah, you will we will put an end to it. You know, we're not gonna keep you in slavery forever.
Yeah. We're gonna let you go free.
We're gonna let you go free, but you won't be no more.
That's your freedom.
That's your freedom.
You being annihilated.
You being annihilated. It says, for the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. All right. So this is the first thing we're praising the Lord for, salvation. Here comes the second part, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth.
Who are the saints? Israelites.
The Israelites. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth. This is every day. Every day we wake up, we're going to be waking up praising the Lord. And when we wake up, guess how we're going to be waking up? And a two-edged sword in their hand. We're going to be waking up praising the Lord with the sword in our hand. Getting ready to do what with it? Beat some heathen ass, beginning with Esau Edom. Don't believe us? Let me continue to read. To execute vengeance, this is why we got this sword. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And this is exactly why when you read Revelation 13 and 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. This is what we waiting on. So indeed, slavery is biblical, and it's a righteous thing, and it's coming back in a major way, like it's never been before.
Yep, 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Saying it is a righteous thing
to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Yep. So it's gonna be trouble. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash, A Kwam Yasharala, Abab Abal, Rise Israel, Destroy Confusion, Shalom. Hey, peace to the elect.